During the development of Loki Season 1, Marvel Studios recently revealed that they didn't know the end goal reveal for Season 1, and that the identity of He Who Remains was always up in flux. And before they landed on using Kang when Jonathan Majors signed on to play the character, it was set to be Loki. Being right up front with you guys, I hate this idea. I hate this whole idea. But this comes at us directly from the producer of Loki Season 2, Kevin Wright, who recently spoke with Den of Geek about what they were doing with Season 1 and how it took shape and where they were going with it. And he revealed that early on, the conversation that was happening was with Tom Hiddleston, and that they were discussing him playing He Who Remains, and that was going to be the big reveal at the end of Season 1. And that at that point, the season wasn't so much about this guy that won the multiverse war of anything. It's just who is the guy that survived everything and remains at the end of the time in the entire continuity of the MCU. Well, Sylvie and Loki enter through the door, they go upstairs, and there it is, older Loki. And the idea then was to reveal that he survived a multiverse war and that he was the last one to then be able to see what would happen, and he sort of formulated the sacred timeline and controlled everything. Now, I don't need to tell you that this is pretty awful, and I think you could see exactly why they realized this wasn't going to work. And when they got Jonathan Majors on board and realized they were going to be using Kang as the overall villain of the phase, and phases, they were like, you know, it would make a whole lot more sense if he's the one who is revealed to be He Who Remains, because then everything makes sense and we can tie this more into everything we're doing. So I guess smarter decisions and cooler heads prevailed on this one, and it's always interesting to go back to this and see what happened. And Wright also revealed that this conversation was very much going on even when they were trying to figure out if Jonathan Majors was going to come on board, and even after he came on board, they were still like, well, what else could we do? Could we kind of recycle this idea? But it didn't work, and for the best. I personally think this would have been detrimental to Loki's development, because we still find out, oh, so then even this Loki's going to lose, and at the end of time, there's random Loki who won. Okay, whatever. Like, that's kind of just kind of drops the ball on the anticipation.